I'm Roxanne Borromeo. I'm together with my groupmates, Welma Ago, Ginaline Bastida, Mary Joy Di Belena, Maria Jean Lauron, Rosella Rivera, Giselle Montes, Cynthia Quijano, Erami Quijano. We are here to present our research proposal entitled Exploring Women's Experiences of Home Birth, a Qualitative Study in Midwifery Practice.
Introduction. Throughout history, childbirth practices have evolved and women have sought diverse birthing options that align with their personal beliefs, values, and desires for the birthing experience. Among the array of choices available, home birth has emerged as a distinctive and is increasingly popular. Birthing option, offering a unique and intimate setting for childbirth. The decision to birth at home represents a significant departure from the conventional hospital setting, and the motivations, perceptions, and challenges faced by women who embark on this path remain multifaceted and worthy of in-depth exploration. This qualitative study aims to delve into the lived experiences of women who have chosen home birth, seeking to gain a comprehensive and nuanced understanding of their motivation. Emotions, decision-making processes, and overall satisfaction. By delving into women's experience of home birth within the context of midwifery practice, this research strives to make significant contributions to evidence-based maternity care, patient-centered approaches, and informed decision-making. Ultimately, this study aims to empower women by giving voice to their experiences and fostering a deeper understanding of home birth as a legitimate, profound, and empowering birthing option.
Statement of the problem. Number 1, lack of in-depth understanding. Despite the increasing popularity of home birth, there is a paucity of qualitative. Increasing popularity of home birth, there is a paucity of qualitative research that explores women's experiences within the context. Women's experiences within the context. Women's experience. Women's experiences. Women's experiences. Women's experience. Women's experiences within the context of midwifery practice. Women's experience. Women's experiences within the context of midwifery practice. Qualitative research that explores women's experiences within the context of midwifery practice. Number 2, limited knowledge on the role of midwife. Number 2, limited knowledge on the role of midwives, the specific role and impact of midwives in home birth settings as perceived by women remain understudied. Number 3, addressing misconceptions and concerns. Addressing misconceptions and concerns. There is a need to address misconceptions and concerns surrounding home birth by gathering comprehensive and nuanced data on women's experiences. Inadequate understanding, experiences. Women's experiences. Number 4, inadequate understanding of the psychosocial, inadequate understanding of the psychosocial aspects. Current research on home birth often focuses on medical and safety outcomes, neglecting the psychosocial dimensions of the experience. Number 4, inadequate understanding of the psychosocial aspects. Current research on home birth often focuses on medical and safety outcomes, neglecting the psychosocial dimensions of the experience. Number 5, limited exploration of postpartum's Number 5, limited exploration of postpartum experience. Limited exploration. Number 5, limited exploration of postpartum experiences. While much of the literature on home birth focuses on the birthing processes, there is a gap in understanding the postpartum experiences of.
Good evening, Miss Jiska. Good evening, everyone. My task is objectives of the study. Objectives of the study: to explore the motivations and reason behind women's decision to choose home birth. This objective aims to investigate the underlying motivations and reasons that lead women to choose home birth as their preferred birthing option. To understand the experiences of women who have undergone a home birth, including their emotional, physical, and psychological journey. This objective aims to gain a comprehensive understanding of an experiences of women who have chosen home birth. To investigate the factors influencing women's satisfaction or dissatisfaction with the home birth experience. This objective aims to examine the various factors that contribute to women's overall satisfaction or dissatisfaction with their home birth experience. To examine how women perceive the role of midwives in home birth setting and how this influences their overall birthing experience. This objective aims to explore how women perceive the role of midwives in the context of home birth and how this perception influences their overall birthing experience. To identify the perceived benefits and challenges associated with home birth from the women's perspective. This objective aims to explore and understand the positive aspects and potential difficulties that women perceive in relation to home birth. To explore the role of social support in the home birth experience, this objective aims to investigate the influence of social support including the involvement of partners, family members, and friends on women's experiences at home birth. To identify factors influencing decision making around home birth. This objective aims to examine the factors that influence women's decision making process when considering home birth. This the end of my task. Thank you.
The significant study of midwifery. The significant study of midwifery relies on the potential to advise evidence based on the practice, enhance maternal certain care, support informed decision making, promote dialogue and understanding, address research gap, contribute to midwifery practice, improve maternal and neonatal health outcomes, enrich academic discourse, and empowered women voices. The outcome of the research can have a far-reaching implication for the health care system. Midwifery practice, policy making, and the experience of the woman considered an opting of home birth. And that will be the significance of study about the midwifery.
Scope and delimitation. The proposed study will focus on exploring women's experiences of home birth within the context of midwifery practice. It aims to provide an in-depth understanding of the motivations, perceptions, and challenges faced by women who choose home birth and the role of midwives in supporting their birthing choices. The study will be conducted within a specific geographical area, acknowledging potential cultural and contextual influences on the home birth of the birth experience. Scope. Scope is women who have recently undergone a planned home birth with the assistance of a midwife. Next, exploration of women's experiences during the prenatal, intrapartum, and immediate postpartum periods in the home birthing setting. Next is in-depth interviews as the primary method of data collection. The study will utilize in-depth, semi-structured interviews as the primary means of the gathering data. Okay, next. Sa delimitation naman is next, delimitation. Delimitation is exclusion of women who have experienced unplanned or emergency home births. The study focuses specifically on planned home births and the experiences of women who have made a conscious choice to pursue home birth. Next, limitation to the experiences of women who have chosen midwifery care for their home birth. Experiences with other healthcare providers or unassisted home births will not be included, as the focus is on the unique role of midwives in supporting women during home birth. Next is the study primarily focuses on exploring women's experiences and perceptions of home birth. The perspectives of partners, family members, or midwives themselves will not be included into the scope of this study. The last is geographical limitation to a specific region. The study will be conducted with a specific geographical area, recognizing that cultural, social, and healthcare system factors can vary across different regions. That's all. So, scope and delimitation is the study aims to explore the experience of women who choose home birth in midwifery practice, focusing on their motivation, perceptions, and challenges. Home birth is influenced by personal beliefs, preferences for a more intimate environment, a desire for a natural birth experience, and concerns about medical interventions, and their understanding this motivation can shed light on maternal decision making and preferences in childbirth. The study also examines the perception of women who have experienced home birth, their feelings and emotions, and their overall satisfaction with their chosen method. However, home birth can present unique challenges and risks such as access to emergency medical care, medical care, safety concerns, and support from family and communities members. Healthcare providers and policymakers can identify areas where additional support and resources may be needed to enhance the safety and overall experience of the home birth. And the study focused on midwives' role in supporting women's birthing choices is essential rather, as they provide personalized care and support that aligns with their preferences and needs. Conducting the study within a specific geographical area allows researchers to acknowledge potential cultural and contextual influences on the home birth experience. By highlighting the role of midwives and considering cultural and contextual influences, the research aims to inform healthcare practice, policies, and support system for women who choose home birth, ultimately improving the overall quality of maternity care. Siya ang kwan sa scope and delimitation. That's
Hello, I'm the one who will discuss or report the conceptual framework. So, the study will draw upon the bioecological system theory by Bronfenbrenner as the conceptual framework for understanding the multifaceted influence on human experiences of home birth. This theoretical perspective recognizes that individuals are embedded within various systems, each exerting influence on their development and experiences. The following components will be considered within the conceptual framework. So this is the conceptual framework, the microsystem. So this represents the immediate environment in which women experience home birth, including their own beliefs, attitudes, and expectations, as well as the physical space of their home. So the microsystem is for pregnant women planning a home birth. This might include their family, a partner, and midwife, and any others individuals closely involved within a birthing process. Next is mesosystem. The interaction between different systems that influence women experiences of home birth. This includes the dynamic relationship between the woman and her midwife, as well as the communication and coordination between the midwife and other healthcare providers, such as obstetricians and hospital. So the mesosystems refers to the interaction between different components and a microsystem. So, for example, ayan, For example, how to support the provide by family members. Example of emotional and financial might be interact with the support provided by the midwife or healthcare system. Next is the ecosystem. This represent the indirect influences on home birth experiences. It includes the broader societal and cultural factors that shape women's birthing choices and experiences, such as cultural norms, social attitude towards home birth, and the ability and accessibility of midwifery service and the home birth support network. So the ecosystem involves setting that indirectly influence the individual, even though they might not be directly involved. For instance, this could be the woman's workplace policy on maternity leave, which indirectly impact her birthing experience. Macro system. This encompasses the larger cultural, legal, and policy context that influence home birth practices. It includes factors such as national and local regulations governing home birth, healthcare system structures, and overall societal perceptions of home birth. That this experience of home birth, that cultural attitudes toward home birth and the ability of research and support for it would be considered part of the macro system. So this framework will guide the analysis of the qualitative data and facilitating a comprehensive understanding of the factors that contribute to positive or challenging home birth experiences from a holistic perspective. So overall, the biological system theory provides a comprehensive approach to examine the complex interplay or factors of factors that influence individual and in this case it will be applied to gain insight into the experience of women choosing home birth.
Good day, ma'am. I'm Roxanne Borromeo. I'm going to discuss the review of related literature. Motivations for choosing home birth. Various studies have examined the motivations behind women's decisions to choose home birth. Cornerstone et al. 2010 identified factors such as a desire for a more natural and empowering birth experience, the belief in the safety and effectiveness of home birth, a preference of personalized and individualized care, and a desire to avoid unnecessary medical interventions. These motivations highlight the importance of exploring women's experiences within the context of midwifery practice. Experiences and satisfaction with home birth. Studies have explored women's experiences and satisfaction with home birth, shedding light on the emotional, physical, and psychological aspect of birthing process. Declare et al. 2013 found that women who have planned home births reported high levels of satisfaction, feeling empowered and a sense of control over their birthing experience. The study also highlighted the importance of supportive relationships with midwives in enhancing women's satisfaction and positive birth experiences. The role of midwives in home birth. Midwives play a central role in supporting women during home birth. Studies have emphasized the unique skills and expertise that midwife brings to the home birth setting. Dahlen et al. 2014 found that midwives in home birth setting provide continuous emotional support, establish trusting relationships, and facilitates women's autonomy and decision making. Assessment. Safety is a key consideration in home birth. Numerous studies have compared safety outcomes between home births and hospital births. Hawthorne et al. 2019 conducted a systematic review and meta-analysis suggesting that planned home births with a registered midwife are associated with comparable or even low rates of interventions and adverse outcomes compared to low-risk hospital births. However, the importance of appropriate risk management and the ability of emergency backup system for home birth safety have been highlighted in the literature. The emotional and psychological experience of women during home birth have been explored in the literature. Kennedy et al. 2016 conducted a qualitative study and found that women who chose home birth reportedly feelings of empowerment, confidence, and a sense of achievement. The intimate and familiar environment of home facilitated a positive emotional experience and a deeper connection with the birthing process. Home birth as an alternative birthing option had gained increased attention and popularity in recent years. Research by Johnson and Davis 2015 found that planned home births attended by certified professional midwives had comparable safety outcomes to low-risk hospital births. These findings has contributed to the growing interest in exploring women's experiences of home birth. Challenges and concerns. Study has also identified challenges and concerns associated with home birth. Factors such as limited access to pain relief options, concerns about emergency situations, and the need for clear communications and coordination. Kathleen et al. 2018 emphasized the importance of addressing women's fear and concerns through effective communication and adequate support from midwives. The cultural and societal context significantly influence women's experience and choices regarding home birth. Research has examined cultural variation in home birth practice. For example, a study by Cheney et al. 2014 explored home births among Amish women and highlighted the role of cultural traditions and community support in shaping their experiences. Support and networks and postpartum experiences. The support networks available to women during home birth and their postpartum experiences has also been investigated. Hayes et al. 2018 found that women who chose home birth often relied on strong support from their partners, family members, and midwives during the birthing process. Postpartum experience included enhanced bonding with a baby, a smoother transition to motherhood, and ongoing support from midwives during the early postpartum period.
Research design. The proposed research will employ a quantitative research design to explore women's experience of home birth within the context of midwifery practice. A quantitative approach will be for capturing the rich and detailed narrative, emotions, and perceptions of participants, allowing for a deeper understanding for their experience. Study approach. The research will utilize an interpretive phenomenological approach aiming to understanding an objective experience and meaning that women attribute to their home birth experience. That approach aligns with the research objective of exploring women's perspectives and gaining insight into the nuances of their experience. Data collection. The primary method of data collection will be in-depth, semi-structured interviews. This approach allows for possibility in exploring participants' experiences, emotion, decisions-making process, interactions with midwives, and their overall satisfaction with the home birth experience. The interviews will be audio recorded with participant consent to ensure accurate capture of their narratives. Sampling. The study will be employ purposeful sampling to select participants who have recently undergone applying home birth with me assistance of midwife. Efforts will be made to ensure diversity in the sample of considering factors such as age, socioeconomic background, cultural background, and geographical location. The sample size will be determined based on data saturation, the point at which no now information obtained emerge from the interviews.
Instrument of the study. The primary instrument for the data collection in this study will be in-depth, semi-structured interviews. The interviews will allow a comprehensive exploration of women's experience of home birth, their motivation, perceptions, emotions, and interaction with the midwives. The interviews guide will be developed based of the research objective and question. It will include open-ended question and promote the elicit rich and detailed responses. The interview guide may cover the following topics. A. Motivation for choosing home birth. B. Experience during home birth. C. Perception of the role of midwives. D. Satisfaction with the home birth experience. And D. Perceived benefits and challenge of home birth. Audio recording the interviews with participants' consent will ensure accurate capture of their narratives and enable comprehensive data analysis. The recording will be the transcribed with written ensuring immunity and confidentially. The transcript will serve as the primary data source of analysis. Thank you.
Data gathering procedure. The data gathering procedure for this study will involve several steps to ensure the collection of comprehensive and reliable data on women's experiences of home birth within the context of midwifery practice. The procedure will adhere to ethical guidelines and prioritize participant confidentiality and informed consent. So, sa data gathering procedure for this study, nagsasangkot ito ng matinding hakbang upang matiyak ang pagkolekta ng comprehensive at reliable na data sa mga experiences o karanasan ng mga kababaihan sa kapanganakan sa bahay sa loob ng konteksto ng pagsasanay ng midwifery. So, ang procedure na sumusunod dito ay kailangan i-prioritize mo ang confidentiality ng participant at kailangan mong i-inform ang kanilang consent. Participants will be recruited through various methods including purposive sampling and snowball sampling techniques.
So, the participants will be recruited o kukunin sa pamamagitan ng iba't ibang paraan, including purposive sampling and snowball sampling techniques. So, the purposive sampling is a form of non-probability sampling in which researchers rely on their own judgment when choosing numbers of the population to participate in their survey. So, snowball sampling is a non-probability sampling method where new units are recruited by other units to form part of the sample. So, sa sitwasyon na ito, ang researcher rely on their discretion to select the sample population. So, ginagamit ang gantong sampling sa mga small population. So, hindi siya sa pang large population. So, dito, the researcher pipili lamang kami ng mga respondents na mga may experience sa home birth. So, that is novel sampling and purposive sampling. Next is informed consent will be obtained from each participant, ensuring the voluntary participation and understanding of the right to withdraw from the study anytime without penalty. So dito, kailangan mo ng consent ng participant dahil like for example, kasi baka mamaya may mga pag-uusapan ng mga sensitive na bagay, tapos ayaw niya pala na pag-usapan yung mga ganon. So need mo muna ng consent ng participant, need mo muna ng consent niya para aware siya sa mga ganong mangyayari. Next is, the primary method of the data collection will be in-depth, semi-structured interviews. So dito, semi-structured interview involves asking participant a set of open-ended questions and following them up with probed questions to explore further the response and the topic interest. To explore participant thoughts, feelings, and belief about a particular topic, to delve deeply into personal and sometimes a sensitive topic. Next is to ensure the accuracy and validity of the data. Member checking or participant validation will be conducted. So dito, i-ensure mo kung tama ba ang data na iyong isinagawa. So ito ay isang pamamaraan ng pananaliksik upang matiyak ang katumpakan ng data. Ito ay pamamaraan ng husay kung saan ang researcher at respondents nagtutulungan sa pag-aaral upang matiyak ang katumpakan ng data. The transcriptions will be assigned pseudonyms to maintain confidentiality. So, dito, to ensure the confidentiality and privacy of your research data, you need to assign pseudonyms to maintain confidentiality. So, like for example, the participant's name is replaced by a different name which can be determined at random alphabetically by the participant or through some well-known fiction characters. So, para maano yung privacy ng respondent, so kailangan mong palitan yung pangalan nila. Ganun. The analysis will be conducted in an iterative and systematic manner to ensure the identification of meaningful insights and emerging trends. So dito, isasagawa ang pagsusuri sa isang iterative and systematic manner upang ma-ensure the identification of meaningful insights and merging themes. Throughout the data gathering procedure, ethical consideration will be upheld, including maintaining participant confidentiality, anonymity, and privacy. The data gathering procedure outlined above aims to collect rich and comprehensive data on women's experiences of home birth within the context of midwifery practice. Timeline. The proposed study will require careful planning and execution to ensure a systematic and comprehensive exploration of women's experiences. The timeline outlined below is an estimate and can be adjusted based on the specific requirements of the research process. So in this part, we listed down all the activities related to our research with the corresponding timeline, specify the start and the end target days. Research proposal development, 1 month. Ethics approval and research permissions, 2 to 3 months. Participant recruitment, 2 to 3 months. Data collection, 3 to 4 months. Data transcription and management, 1 to 2 months. Data analysis, 3 to 4 months. Interpretation and discussion of findings, 1 to 2 months. Report writing, 2 to 3 months. Review and editing, 1 to 2 months. Final submission and dissemination, 1 month. Conclusion and recommendations, 1 to 2 weeks. And that's all. Thank you.